Alas, people, this is it, the final part. If you've... this has been way too long overdue. Oh, gosh. We're going to dive right into this, people. Got a lot of minis, got a lot of Funko Pops. I've reshot this, redone this before so many fucking times. I'm going with it. we'll just enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, I guess first things first. Halloween just passed, but these amazing little figures recently came out. The Horror Classic Series 2. I want that Cinema Gremlin so bad. And that would be cool to get Bloody or Zombie Ed or something from Shaun of the Dead. But anyways, if you follow me on Instagram, though, you'll always know what I pick up on a daily basis. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can definitely do that. But if not, well, you're going to have a good time watching this video. I got 4 of these little boxes, and I got actually 5 of them, but I sold off the Fly. I got the Fly, didn't really care for the character, but anyways, have Sean right here. Sean! Yeah, arguably one of the best horror films ever made in recent memory. Just a lot of fun to be had, a lot of goriness, a lot of craziness. Got a lot of great humor and direction from Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. Good stuff. Very happy to have this mini. It was the main one that I wanted out of this. And we have a Gremlin. Got the regular Gremlin. I think his name is Stripe. Really good detail overall. I mean, these figures are really superb all around. And until I get the Cinema Gremlin, I may just let him go one day. I'm not sure, but really good figure though. He looks like a really nasty little creepy little guy that just, well, he's a gremlin, so he looks like he'll eat stuff. Then we got 2 of the classic Universal monsters, and these are all commons, by the way. We got the creature from the Black Lagoon, and then we got Frankenstein. It's a monster. Really detailed overall. I mean, down to the bolts in the neck and everything. I mean, Funko always amazes me with these minis. I like the style of these too. They're simple but detailed. I don't know what it is. They just keep topping themselves when it comes to minis. And there's a more close-up look at the creature. I mean, look at all this detail. The little spots. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but the little spots he's got on his body. Just really great detail. I'm not the biggest fan of all the Universal monsters, but the fact that I got them, not bad. I really do think they have great design. So that's those minis. And next up, I only got 2 of these, but I sold off the little Cylon I got, but I did get Bender, the one and only, the main one I really did want as well. He's got his little cigar right there. I can't do an impression of him, sadly. You know, if I do, it sounds really terrible. Don't want to put you all through that right now. But this is the basic set. I believe there's a Zoidberg exclusive in Hot Topics set, but I don't know. Only time will tell when they release him. But hands down, I want a little Godzilla. I'm not the biggest fan of Godzilla, but just for pop culture reasons, definitely wouldn't mind him. He's 1 in 24. 1 in 24 is Iron Giant. Voltron is a big one. I know they're coming up with a standard size pop of him as well, but I just want the mini version. I really want Doc Brown. The Alien Queen looks really awesome. And that's pretty much it. But overall, I know Zoidberg is a definite. I've seen him being posted up for sale here or there. But I don't know if he's the only exclusive to Hot Topics, so only time will tell. But then, and this little googly-eyed Batman. Look at this. He's one of these. It's not Funko related, but he is pretty cool. Got a lot of detail on this little guy. I just call him googly-eyed Batman. He's really cool. It's really heavy too. Little keychain. So that's pretty cool. Not gonna buy any of them anymore, but pretty cool nonetheless. Next up, the Gotham Pops. I was so happy when these came out, but I'm still missing Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle. But we got the duo that kicks some ass in the crime and whatnot, and the detectives James Gordon here, and then Harvey Bullock. Gotta have these 2 guys. Donald Logg and Ben McKenzie do great work as these 2 characters. As the young Jim Gordon, I mean, I don't know a lot about Ben McKenzie's work, but I do know he voiced Batman already, which was really cool. If he is the same Ben McKenzie, I would imagine so. but he voiced him in, I think, Batman Year One. Wasn't the biggest fan of that movie, but his voice work was fine. But he definitely, I buy him as Jim Gordon. So really happy to have a Jim. This is actually the first Jim Gordon pop, which is really awesome. I wish they would have the classic version with the mustache, or maybe like Gary Oldman's Jim Gordon, or even the one from the animated series. That would be legit. But either way, happy to have a Jim Gordon pop. And Harvey Bullock is a nice touch as well. And he's got his cool little hat. I don't know if the camera will capture it in there, but really, really cool. Yeah. Then two of my favorite characters, and the one that I felt stole the show, Fish Mooney. I say what you will about the character overall. I mean, she was really over the top, but I mean, she was sexy. She was just all around kind of batshit crazy by the end of the first season. Minor spoilers here. She's technically dead. We're not sure. But Jada Pinkett Smith's best performance of anything in a long, long time. And the one that everyone's favorite, hands down. And Robin Lord Taylor is arguably one of the best character actors ever now. I mean, as Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. Really detailed figure. Captured the spirit of him nicely. I mean, just really great pop. And my first Penguin pop. I really wish I could get the original Penguin pop, but very happy to have this in my collection, to say the least. Now I just need to get Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle. Yeah. Then for some miscellaneous pops, I guess, I definitely want to get the other Batman of this set. And that is the Arkham Knight set, but I did get the Arkham Knight, which is really detailed overall. Again, I'm hoping my camera can capture the detail. But just a lot of intricate little parts on him and everything. I mean, the Arkham Knight was definitely a cool little character. I watched the gameplay. Didn't get to play the game, but the story of his character, really good. I won't spoil that for you, I guess, if you're... Cool stuff there. And then another miscellaneous one, and that is finally another variant of Iron Man for my collection. I want to definitely get a few more Iron Mans, like the first Avengers Iron Man. I know he goes for about $40, but eventually I'll pick him up. But this little guy, I love the simplicity to him. The red and yellow just pop on the shelf so much. And against the blue border of the packaging, it's really a classic Marvel Funko Pop. So very happy to have gotten him in my collection. And the last, I guess, technically miscellaneous pop, I got Jay from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I've heard Silent Bob's getting really hard to come by, and so is Jay. I love Kevin Smith movies. I'm just a big fan of it, and yeah, this is a cool little pop right here. Snooch to the motherfucking nooch. And now we got some Flash pops. I got into the show finally, so I'm very happy to have gotten into that. Had to get the set of these as well. Reverse Flash and the Flash himself. At this point, I wouldn't mind getting the unmasked version. That would be kind of cool. I'm kind of surprised they didn't make an unmasked version of Reverse Flash here. They made an unmasked version of Captain Cold, which I think is kind of funny. But this show blew my mind. I finally got around to watching it after several friends and family members told me, check it out and whatever. But holy shit, this show was good. The first season and the second season is definitely getting really interesting. Sure. I want to do this as a custom, though. A very light custom, even lesser than my Joker custom that I did. I want to make his eyes red, because in every aspect of the show, for the most part, that he's popped up in just zooming in and out, his eyes are always red. And I think it's just kind of odd they made him just the regular black color. So I think that would add some cool intensity to make him, I don't know, just make him more closer to the show. So anyways, that's just a random blurb of a thought, so I may actually paint that over when I get the chance. Then we got 3 Batman variants. Like, this is just too fucking cool. White Lantern Batman, the Fugitive Toys exclusive. Very happy to have this little guy in my collection. One of the things that I really didn't think I was ever going to get, to be honest, because I don't really buy any of those online exclusives unless I try to go through eBay. But either way, very grateful to have him in my collection, and he's a damn cool looking Batman right there. Put him over there. Then from my local comic shop a little while back as well, he's got a little dust on him already. The PX Previews New 52 Batman. Not a huge difference, aside from maybe a little bit of a difference on his mask and the outlines of the costume there. But for those of you who've watched my videos long enough, you know I gotta get me all the Batmans, as many as I can. Don't know if I'm gonna ever bother getting the other two PX Superman and Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman looked pretty cool actually for the silver, whatever's going on in there, but always terrible paint jobs. I've seen her a couple times, terrible paint jobs every time. I don't know what it is, but anyways, I digress. And very happy to have the new 52 Batman. And one of my little mini grails for sure, fucking the U.S. Postal Service strikes again. It was for the most part in great shape, and it's still for the most part I think is okay. But the Postal Service fucked up my box, and sadly, this little guy got a little damage on him, and that is the Dark Knight Rises, the original blueprint box of the Dark Knight himself here. Sadly, this kind of happened, and there was another couple dings that kind of happened around the box, but nothing, I guess, too major. I've had boxes in worse shape before, but I'm really happy to have this Batman. This is one of the main Batmans I wanted, and for the most part, his paint job is really, really decent, you know. But overall, now I just need Bane. That's all I need, and that's gonna be for real fun. But yeah, awesome Batman variants to add in my collection. And last but definitely not least, ladies and gentlemen, I've gotten back into action figures. It's gonna be deadly in my wallet, but I'm definitely gonna stay away as far as I can. But I had been waiting ever since I saw some of these original figures pop up, and they finally came up with them, and that is the 1992 Batman the Animated Series Batman. This is beautiful. Like the sculpt on this sucker, that it's just I don't know what to say other than the packaging is just fucking simple and great. And there's lots of, I don't know if, again, I don't know if I can catch it in the camera with the glare, but there's like a lot of his little different hand molds and accessories in the back of the packaging. There's a little Batarang right there. I mean, this is beautiful, and this was 25 bucks, basically almost 30 bucks. Whew, just thinking about that kind of hurts a little. But, I mean, these are action figures I would have killed for as a kid, and the simplicity behind some action figures back then, I still have some. I have the original Batman figure from this series, and to have this new version, it's just a great timeline, I guess, if you will, just to see how advanced molding and action figure has come. And this is a huge happy good thing in my collection. I don't know what else to say other than I'm a Bat fan, and it was necessary. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that should do it. That's like a trilogy right there of collectible goodness, and I just hit the camera again. Thank you so much for tuning in, staying patient with me as always. I hope you all enjoyed the previous collectible goodness parts with the unboxing of the loot crate and previous stuff that I showcased. Again, if I showcased any of this beforehand, my apologies for that as well, but it doesn't hurt to look at stuff, you know, I guess overall. But stay tuned for more videos coming soon. I have my 250th episode of Worth a Watch coming, and let's just say we're going to go a little bit topical in that episode and make it a little bit more of a commentary, if you will. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.